What's going on, Aces? Welcome back to the channel. So I just got done watching Bad Boys 4, and y'all, it was so good. This movie was so good. It's one of the best movies I've seen in a very, very long time. Okay. Um, Between this and Sister Act 2 reunion on The View, this has been a week for the millennials. Okay. Shout out to the millennials. Shout out to the millennials, right? I'm like, we are winning. But this movie was so good. It was actually better than the first one, in my opinion. I love all the callbacks. I love the fact that they brought back so many, characters. I don't want to give you guys any spoilers, but what I will say is this movie was probably one of the best of the summer, right? It's definitely, Will Smith is known for a summer blockbuster. He explained that, I think, during the Fresh Prince reunion, when he said that, he was making the movies during the summer because he was filming his TV show, Fresh Prince of Bel Air, during the rest of the year. But this movie was everything. It was funny, it was witty, it was engaging, action packed. It was amazing. So, it was a sequel to Bad Boys for Life, and it was directed by Adil and Bilal. They brought back Vanessa Hudgens, and Alexander Ludwig, Jacob Seripio. Okay, you guys remember, if you saw the third one, that was his son that he had with the Spanish lady. That man is fine as frog's hair. Okay, and he was definitely, doing his thing throughout the movie. So shout out to him. He's a British actor. They brought back DJ Khaled. If you guys remember the past movies where, they were trying to get information out of him. And so it was amazing to see just the character development, right? And the character arcs. So the premise of the movie, of course, is, they're coming back together. And if you guys have seen the previews, they are trying to clear the name of their deceased captain, Conrad Howard, who was falsely accused of a conspiracy, right? So it ends up that they are on the run for, their own lives, and they're clearing their name. And it was really, really a really good, like, twists, turns, you know, a lot of plot twists. And of course, they did the comedy, you know what I mean? It was amazing. So, um, I'm trying to think about how to, let you guys know about the movie without giving away any spoilers. So, the plot is that Mike Lowry and Marcus Brunette, along with, their team that they got together during the third movie with Vanessa Hudgens and the other people on his squad that are really into technology and things like that. They are trying to find out what's going on with the accusations made against their late captain, right? So they're, keeping their ear to the streets. They're doing their buddy cop thing throughout Miami, and and they're determined to prove his innocence, with the help of his son. And they bring in a lot of new characters. They have the best on-screen chemistry. You know what I mean? Like, Martin Lawrence, I know that a lot of people were worried about his health. Um, they're still worried. I'm a bit concerned myself, but that was something that was incorporated into the movie, and I feel like they played it well. I really hope that he is able to get the rest and the recuperation, that he needs. Um, However, Will Smith did say that he thinks that they have one more Bad Boys movie, left in them. So we'll see. You know what I mean? I think that they can pull it off. I would love to see Martin, get into like physical therapy, speech therapy. Um, but they brought back Will Smith's character from his past therapy. If you guys remember from the third movie, there was a lot of callbacks. That's one thing that I really appreciated about this movie is they did not leave out anyone significant that I can think of. There was one not, they brought back Tasha Smith, and she's playing Martin's wife, which was a bit surprising. It's not a spoiler or anything because I love Tasha Smith. So, but I was like, what happened to Teresa Randall? Because she was killing it in those first couple movies. But I hope that everything's okay with her. She might have had, something else going on. But my favorite character arc and redemption arc was Reggie. If you guys remember the first, I'm sorry, not the first, but the second movie, he was the one where he was, trying to take out Marcus's daughter, Megan. And they're like, what? Like, how old are you? He's like, I'm 15, Miss Burnett. And he was like, man, you look at least 30. And then in the third movie, him and Megan got married. He went into the Marine Corps. So in this movie, shout out to Reggie because he did his thing. I'll just say that he did his thing um, throughout this movie, and the character redemption arc that they gave him was amazing. Like Reggie is the man in my book. So shout out to Reggie. I do love the fact that they still went into the club scene in Miami. They they brought in Tiffany Haddish, which it was unexpected, but I feel like she just played herself. You know what I mean? Like, Mike and Marcus are, again, like I said, they are trying to clear their captain's name, and so of course they get caught up in the foolishness and the shenanigans. So they're trying to keep their ear on the streets. They're trying to lay low. They're trying to ask for help, and they asked for Tiffany Haddish character, who's her name is Tabitha, in the club scene, and she is just I haven't seen Tiffany play any other character besides the one that she was playing in Girls Trip, Dina. And I just feel like almost every single movie that I see her in, and even outside the movie, when they were on Ellen back before she was canceled, Marlon Wayans, Tiffany was asking him on air why she was never cast in any of the Wayans movies. And for Marlon, the youngest, the most, goofy of all the Wayans, the Wayans brothers, he was like, Tiffany, you just be putting 20 on 10. You do too much. But I feel like this role was written specifically for her and that she was just essentially playing herself. She's very loud and boisterous and over the top. But I guess, it worked. But yeah, I really enjoyed pretty much everybody. There was a lot of focus on, family. I feel like we saw Will and Martin's their character development, in my opinion, meant the most out of this movie because they had such a focus on their family, right? Like both of them are family men and they're in their 50s. And so they're really focused on what's important, right? Passing that torch forward. And, Will Smith said, he feels like they have one more movie left. And they did. They set it up to where, of course, they could pick up where this one left off, which was really smart. But yeah, I just feel like, I definitely would enjoy seeing another Bad Boys movie if, they choose to do that. I know they said that they thought that they were going to stop after the third one, Bad Boys for Life, but or was that Bad Boy? Whatever the third one was called. Um, but then there was such a request for it, right? That they were like, okay, well, we'll do this fourth one. And so now this one, in my opinion, I think was better than the third one and the first one. Like if I had to rank them, I would say the second one is my favorite. Bad Boys 2 is my favorite, all-time favorite. And then this one takes the second spot. And then the first one would probably be my number 3. And then the third one would be the last place. But they were all really good, right? They wouldn't keep making them if there wasn't such a demand for them. But this movie is really good. I really enjoyed it. I hope you guys have the opportunity to see it. Will Smith definitely, he did his thing. Looked fly as always. Just, the fast cars, the fast women, the fast talking, fast everything. Although I will say Mike Lowry, he did, slow down and settle down a little bit in this movie. So shout out to him. Like I said, this one was more a focus on their family rather than like the flash that we're used to seeing in the earlier uh, earlier films, but that's just the progression of life, right? So as you get older, you want to focus on what's important, your family, your legacy. And I feel like this one really highlighted that with his son, with Marcus and, his son-in-law, Reggie. Shout out to Reggie. But yeah, so you guys let me know your thoughts. I really like this movie a lot. I hope that, Martin, he is healthy enough and well enough and feeling up to doing a fifth one if they choose to. But if not, this one would be a perfect way to end it as well, because I feel like they really nailed it with this. So let me know your thoughts in the comment section if you guys saw Bad Boys 4. If you did, please don't, ruin it for anybody else or put spoilers in the comment section. But let me know if you guys have seen it. I want to hear your thoughts on it, and I will talk with you later. Please be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I will talk with you in the next one. Take care, Aces. Bye.